Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, and if you haven't, my name is Nick. I usually post like once every 3 months, and usually the video doesn't make much sense. So hopefully this time around, since I kind of have a plan of what I'm going to do, it's going to be better. I don't know. I'm rocking the Dolan Twins merch because why not? I've literally worn this once, and that was when I got it on my birthday. Anyway, so I run a couple of accounts on Instagram, and I mentioned that I was gonna film a video, and everyone wanted a Q&A. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A, and I had people from my accounts ask me questions. So that's what I'm gonna be answering. I'll just read them off, and maybe the username, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A, so let's get into it. Okay, so I kind of changed my location because the intro's lighting was a little bit messed up. Hopefully this is better. Yeah, so this is my new filming area. I don't know. I cleaned my room earlier, and there's this area in my room now that literally has nothing in it. So I was like, why not make that like a background for when I do YouTube? Which, like I said, is once every 3 months, but hey, it's somewhere to film. Okay, so I've gathered all of the questions that people have asked me. Most of them came from a couple of people, because even though people see my story, not everyone answers, and I don't get that. It's not that hard, but you know, I'm not gonna judge people because sometimes I don't. Anyway, there's quite a few, so I'm gonna try and get through all of them, but if I don't, maybe I can make a part 2, depends, but we're just gonna go for it. So the first question is, do you like chicken nuggets? Yeah, so I'd have to definitely say yes. I love chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's usually all I get, really, when I go to, like, a fast food place that has them, you know? Okay, so the next couple of questions I think are from the same person. Where do you get your inspo from for the plots that you have in your stories? So I have a page on Instagram where I write, and so that's where this question comes from. Anyway, so usually I read a lot of Wattpad stories and everything, so sometimes I'll be inspired by something that happens there, and I'll try to incorporate it, but sometimes just from life experiences that I've had, I try and incorporate them too. So some of the stuff that's in my stories actually have happened to me, and that's why I think it takes me so long to write, because I just, you know, I have to relive some of that stuff that I've been through personally that I put in my stories, which is fine because other people enjoy it for the plot, and I don't mind writing it. I have fun with writing. Writing is one of my hobbies, so like it doesn't bother me when I write it. But yeah, that's pretty much how I come up with all my plots, and that's how I write my stories. So yeah, the next question is how did you first notice the twins, which Dolan twins are what we're talking about. So I actually seen them on Jake Paul's vines. Now, before you're like,
Jake Paul?
Yeah, no, I don't like him anymore. I don't watch him. I don't have anything to do with him. I don't follow him. But back when I did, before, you know, I was not, you know,
a 10-year-old.
I saw them through his vines, and then, you know, I quit watching him, and then they had made their YouTube channel, and one of their videos happened to pop up in my recommended, and I clicked on it. I think it was actually their blender challenge, which was their first video. So that's the first video of theirs that I saw. But even then, I wasn't a stan, if you want to say. I was just like,
oh, new people to watch,
you know? But the video that really got me into the twins, sorry, I don't know what the lighting's doing, that really got me into the twins is the extreme laughing challenge. Extreme laughing challenge. So that's the video that really got me into the twins, with the extreme laughing challenge. Okay, sorry guys for the awkward pause. My mom pulled up, so that's why I was kind of like and answering the question. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So the last question was the one about whenever I first noticed the twins. So yeah.
That was a story about that.
And so the next question is, who are your other YouTube stans? I really am into Emma Chamberlain, obviously. I found her through, I used to say the twins, but I actually remember I saw her in David's vlogs. So that's the first time I saw Emma, but I didn't start watching her until she collabed with the twins for, the Sister Squad. Anyway, next question. Favorite color. My favorite color is black. My next favorite color is red. So that's why I tried wearing these together, because black goes with everything pretty much. And yeah, so black and red are my favorite color. Internet crush. 100% the Dolan twins. I mean, and some people say that they're ugly, and I don't understand. Like, are you blind? Because...
Like, you need to borrow my glasses?
Because, no. The next question, middle name, if you have one. I do, is James. It's my dad's name, so they kind of, threw that in there, I guess. I don't know. But that's my middle name. Okay, these next questions are a different person, but they're all from the same person. This is, one of the people that I got most questions from, even though it's only like 3. And then the next person is gonna finish off the video, because that's how many questions I got from this person. One of my really close friends, I guess she wanted to go all out and just get to know some tea on me, because some of them are pretty... I don't know, how do I put this? They're pretty, expose worthy, but I guess I'm gonna answer them. Anyway, next questions. Best memory this year. Honestly, the best memory this year... Honestly, not much happens in my life, and when it does, it's bad. So, honestly, my best memory this year would probably be starting my account for the twins, because that not only gave me something to do, but it brought me new friends, and, just really made me happier in a way. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody watching, but yeah. That's probably my best memory this year. The next question says, what made you create a fan page? So basically, I had this account that I created, I think in 2016, I'm not sure. I used to be obsessed with 21 Pilots. I still love their music, I'm just not obsessed anymore. So I had like a 21 Pilots fan page, but I posted like 2 things and then logged out, and I never logged back into it. And so I was on my main Instagram. This was in January. We were on like holiday break from school, and I was just scrolling through my Instagram, and I happened to come across that account, and I was like, I wonder if I still remember, my login. So I logged in, and once I got logged in, I just started, typing around and, checking out, I guess, fan accounts, and I happened to come across a Dolan one. I'm pretty sure it was Cringe Dolan, because she's pretty big. And I was like, I wonder like how cool it would be to have a fan page. So I changed my 21 Pilots one into my fan account for the twins, and I grew kind of slow at the beginning, and then I started making friends, and I reached 1K in a month, and so that was kind of crazy. I'm at 4K now, and it's been 7 months. I created my fan page on January 5th of this year, and it's August now. Okay, the fact that I said that with so much confidence, like, I realize it, like, you'll see me realize it, but the fact that I said it with confidence first, like, yeah, it's August. So, not August, July. And it's July now, so, yeah, that's pretty amazing achievement for me, because I'm not used to being really committed to things. I barely do my homework. Like, half the time I just forgot it and, like, didn't do it. So the next question is, who was your first stan? So my first stan, I never even like knew the word stan until I created my fan account. So really, I guess you could technically say that my first stans were the twins. A lot of my answers have been the twins, but it's just the truth at this point. Like, I don't know what else to do about it. That was probably my first stan. So the next question is, what's on your bucket list? I don't have like a bucket list per se. I do have stuff that I want to do. One of those things is travel. I've never really left my state, so let alone the country. So I feel like going out of the country or to a state across the, country would be pretty exciting because I haven't been able to travel. So I feel like traveling is definitely one thing. I want to go to Paris and a bunch of other places, but yes, I guess travel would be on there. And I guess that's just like my main thing that I want to do. And I obviously, want to have like my own house one day and all the normal stuff, If you want to call that a bucket list, then it's a bucket list, but I don't really think of it as one. Okay, so here starts the questions that came from my friend, and there's a lot, and I'm going to try to answer all of them. So just hang with me, and we'll get through it. So, the first one is cereal a soup? I've never really thought about this, but I'm going to say no. I don't see the, other than like stuff floating around in a liquid, I don't see the resemblance in soup and cereal, if that makes sense. So no, I wouldn't say that it's a soup. Favorite TV show at the moment? I'm watching The Society on Netflix. I still have like a couple episodes left. That's really good. My favorite at the moment, Shadowhunters. I just finished that like a week or so ago. But it's pretty good and it was my favorite show. The next question, do you think aliens actually exist? To be honest, yes. There's all these galaxies, we only, we can't see far into space, but there's all these galaxies, so there's bound to be other life forms. Like, we can't be the only thing. I don't think that all aliens per se would be evil and like come here to, abduct us or anything, but
You know what I'm saying?
I do believe that aliens exist, but will we ever see or have solid proof of them? Probably not, but who knows? Do I believe any conspiracy theories, and if so, which ones? So really the only conspiracy theories I've ever heard of come out of Shane Dawson's videos. By the way, going back to a different question, he's another YouTube stan. I never really answered that question fully. Let me backtrack a second. So, favorite YouTube stans? Emma, Shane. I like David and the Vlog Squad. I watch Sam and Colby, if you've ever heard of them. Some people haven't, and some people have, so I don't know. And that's really about it that I can think of right now. So yeah. Okay, now back to conspiracy theories. I've only seen the ones in Shane's videos, obviously. I'm not gonna say I don't believe them, but there's not really one that I believe in, if that makes sense. Like, solid, like,
That's real.
I don't have one that's like that. So, I guess for that question, I'm just gonna like move on because I don't really know what to say, because I don't solid like believe in something like that. Now there are some that I've been like, that's possible, What is your favorite fashion trend and a fashion trend you hate at the moment? I hate I don't know, there's these shoes, I don't know what you really call them, my cousin has them.
They're ugly.
And I don't understand why people like them.
They're literally ugly.
And it's just more and more people are wearing them. I don't know what they're called or I would say it, but they're ugly. I hate that. A fashion trend that I like, I don't know if this is a trend, but maybe like when people wear like zip-ups, if that makes sense. Because I feel like we all think that like hoodies and like zip ups and everything are for winter, but really they're kind of comfortable to just wear around. Like, but yeah, probably one of my favorite trends. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm gonna move on. Favorite music artist at the moment, definitely Billie Eilish. I love her. And just in case you have a couple questions, I started listening to her, and I don't even really remember, but I know the first song I heard was Ocean Eyes. So ever since then, I started listening to all her music. So I know. I'm not gonna say all of it, but I know most of it, like pretty much all of it. So yeah, my favorite music artist at the moment would be her. If you've never listened to her, I recommend it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna flip a paper to get to the next set of questions. If you had $1 million, what are the things you would do? What are 3 things you would do? 3 things I would do if I had $1 million. Do things to help my family out, and then probably help as many people as I could. So I don't even know if I would do 3 things. I would probably just help people, because helping people is a big thing for me, because in my life a lot of things have happened where and when I say we, I mean my family, have not had a lot of help. So I feel like helping people makes me feel good, and you know, just being kind to others really comes back on you in a positive way. So if you could redo the last 10 years, would you? This question kind of got me thinking when I read it, because there are some things in the last 10 years that I wish would be different, or that I could change. Some decisions I've made that I wish I didn't make, but to redo a whole 10 years, I don't think I would. Personally, even though, you know, there are some things, like I said, that I wish would change. I don't think I would go back and change 10 years worth of my life so far, because things happen for a reason. I believe in that. Even though they suck, like they really suck, things happen for a reason. So I try to keep that in mind, but, you know, I'm human, so sometimes, anyway, I try to keep that in mind when things happen, but you know, I'm human, so sometimes things get me more down than they probably should. Moment, cute person. And there was this one time in class, I was sitting in front of a really cute person, and they sat right behind me in like 2 different classes. So I was used to them being behind me. I got over like that nervous thing around them with that. So this one day, kind of exposing myself here. This one day, my stomach was not agreeing with me. Sis was angry. Like, I guess I put the wrong thing in my mouth. That does not sound right. I guess I put the wrong food item in my mouth. And my stomach, sis was not having it, like, at all. So I was writing, and next thing I know, my stomach rumbles. And so you know what happened. And they're sitting right behind me. So I start panicking that they heard it. But when I turned around, they weren't sitting in their seat. Thank God. That was one of the most embarrassing moments, even though that no one like heard me. Just the thought of that person hearing it made me literally have a panic attack in the middle of class. No joke. So that's probably one of my more embarrassing moments. It has the worst fan base that you have seen. I don't think any fan base is horrible. There are horrible people in fan bases, some more than others. So I guess on that aspect of it, a fan base that I see a lot of negativity in, Haley Morales, I don't know, because of that whole drama thing she went through with some other chick, I don't even know. But I was just like looking, and all her fans were really aggressive when it comes to her. And I guess I get it, because I would be aggressive when it comes to these two, but not that level of hate, if that makes sense. Another fan base, obviously, since the whole scandal, would be James. I just see constant hate on him, and in my opinion, yeah, have your opinions, but there's a fine line of saying your opinion Like, you get what I'm saying? So many people try to hide behind the fact that they're saying their opinion when really it's not an opinion at all. They should look at the definition, because what you're doing is just being an asshole to someone online. So those are probably a couple of fan bases that I see the most negativity in. I'm already at over like 20 minutes of recording, so I'm trying to go as quick as possible, but I still have a lengthy amount of questions to get through. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm probably going to answer a couple more. If you got a tattoo, what would it be? I haven't really given this much thought, even though I really do want a tattoo. I don't want something big, and I don't want something too small. Like, I want it to be noticeable, and I want it to be meaningful. I don't want to just get a tattoo because it looks cool, because, you know, it's going to be on you forever, even when you get old with wrinkly skin. So it would have to, you know, be noticeable, but and something meaningful. And I don't exactly know what that would be yet. So yeah, that's about it for that. If you could ever change your hair color, what color would you change it to? I've actually changed my hair color once to blue. That was probably one of my worst decisions, like school-wise, because people are not nice at all, especially at my old school. So I guess a color that I would like to change my hair to would be maybe a dirty blonde. I feel like that would, I don't know, yeah, maybe a dirty blonde. This next question's kind of exposing me some more. Toilet paper, over or under? So when I say this, I'm not one of those people that do it and then look. Like, that's just disgusting, and if you do that, get some help. That's disgusting, but I do go over, because going under doesn't really work out for me. But yeah, so I kind of exposed myself there, because most people think going over is weird, and you shouldn't. But sometimes it's harder for bigger people to go under, if that makes sense. I think I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 more questions. This is a question that I told this person I did not want to answer on camera. Sorry, Mom. But they were like, you have to. So this is gonna expose me. Definitely. Category of porn. Here's the tea. I'm obviously more attracted to a certain type of person, so it would definitely be that type of porn if I was to watch it. I haven't like watched it consistently. I've watched it before, I'm not gonna lie, so when I have, it's been that type. Next question. Most embarrassing thing in public or school? Well, I already told an embarrassing school story, so maybe one in public would be back when I used to go to church, because, you know, praise Jesus.
I'm Christian, personally. I go to church every Sunday, you know, and pray for my sins.
No, I'm kidding. But when I used to go, we went up to the altar to pray one time, and I bent over, and I'm a little on the bigger side, so when I bent over, I pressed my stomach, and out came a fart, right in the middle of prayer, so it was quiet. Everyone heard it, but I still played it off like it wasn't me, because, like, who wants to be blamed for a fart? That's disgusting. But it's not like I meant to do it. It was an accident. I'm gonna do 2 more questions, because the next one's kind of juicy, and then I promised someone I would answer this one question, so I'm gonna do 2 more questions. So this question is, ever sent a nude or a text to the wrong person? I'm gonna be honest, I have not sent many things like that, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't ever. So there was this one time I meant to send it to someone, and so yeah, I sent it to the wrong person, and I don't exactly remember who. I just remember it wasn't the person I meant to send it to, and it was one of my friends, so it was even more awkward, because it was like, now my friend knows that I was doing this with somebody, you know? So there was that. And then this question I promised someone I would ask, are they
Shut your bubblegum dumb looking ass the
I've known you since I started my account on Instagram, and you are one of my friends. So, and probably one of the few people that I've talked to since starting. Like I said. So yeah, I would say that you're pretty cool. Okay, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still have 10 questions. So if you guys would like a part 2 to this, let me know. I'm going to end the video here because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lengthy video as it is, and I have to edit this. And editing takes forever, especially on a phone. So I'm going to end the video here. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and if you want a part 2, give this a thumbs up, and be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll put my @ here for my main, and then also if you're interested to check out my fan account, here's the @ for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, and see you next time.